Good morning. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 1031 West Kensington Road in Los Angeles, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property for Jennifer Salucci. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system. So if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I'm going to be performing our examination today from this 4-inch main sewer line cleanout we've located here on the right side of the structure in the driveway. This is about 15 feet back from the front right corner of the front porch. Let's see, here's the driveway gate, and as you come in just behind these side windows here near the front, you look down, you'll see this 4-inch cleanout cap here. We have run water in other areas of the structure, and we have determined that everything is running this way. There's also an ejection system for the lower bathroom area, which is a pump system that pumps the waste and water up to a point where it then drains by gravity through this same pipe as well. Those ejection systems are beyond the scope of this examination, and are something that we would recommend be evaluated by a licensed plumbing contractor to make sure that it is operating normally and safely. So we'll go ahead and drop the camera in here. Got some water running in that one bathroom at the rear left area of the structure to make sure, again, to verify that we have a single line coming out. So as we drop in, we make a slight turn here, a little jog back, and connect up to the original clay piping, run out into the driveway, and we're making a 45-degree turn now, just running towards the front of the property here. And what we're looking at here is original vitrified clay piping. And these clay pipe materials, they are expected to have a long service life. Being a natural material, they are not expected to deteriorate underground, but they are more brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. And right here at this joint, we are seeing some cracking occurring up close to the joint. That's a fairly common condition in these older clay pipes, but it is evidence that there is stress at these joints and may need to have some sort of repair done at some point. The way it sits now is not really affecting the function of the system. There's no real urgency in recommending a repair on a crack like that. See some very minor roots at this joint, and when we have this kind of root intrusion left in the pipe, it makes me believe that maybe a hydrojet cleaning or something may have been done recently to clean the line. The root intrusions at these joints is a fairly common condition, along with that cracking we discussed. Kind of a similar situation here. Normally, we are suggesting that these root intrusions can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages in a system or potentially damage the pipe. Or cracking around these joints. Just more of the same through here. Now, oftentimes people will consider perhaps a liner or some sort of rehabilitation method when the line has multiple cracked areas, rather than digging it up. As long as nothing is shifted or offset, that's a nice option for these lines. Okay, now heading out to the front of the yard. Here we're making another 45-degree turn, and we're going to start heading out kind of at an angle across the street, out towards the middle of the street here. Intrusions in this area. Some cracking along the bottom of the pipe. In a situation like this where we've got root intrusions at multiple joints, cracking along the walls of the pipe here around those joints. You can see this area here, the crack towards the top, suggesting that rehabilitation is a good idea. So here we're changing from our lay, and we've got a broken section here, or a crack not by the joint itself, kind of a cracked area with roots coming into it. So we're getting more and more into the area here of definitely recommending rehabilitation. The same through here, kind of crack coming up along the bottom and the left at the top. The good thing, or the good news about these cracks, is they haven't shifted or misshapen the round. So a candidate, the best way to go on a system like this. Looks like a hole in the side of the pipe with roots coming in right here. I'm taking photographs of these areas to include in my written report so that not only the video for a visual aid, but also photographs for visual aids. Should be coming up on our public connection here very shortly as we drop down. Bit of a separation at this connection here. Doesn't appear to be a compromise here. That's just possibly how it was installed. You see the mortar there along the side. The joints themselves didn't line up perfectly when it was installed, and this is then dropping down into our public sewer here at 82 feet. Okay, so basically, at this point, the system is functional. There's a lot of stress cracking, some things occurring which, at the time being, are not necessarily affecting the function of the system, but they are all areas that are considered varying degrees of damage. So it would be a good idea to consider rehabilitation or repairs, or a common whole big sense of urgency on it, other than the fact that those repairs can be quite costly. So it would be important to consult with a licensed, reputable sewer contractor for rehabilitate or upgrade or repair any of these areas. A written report will include a reflection of industry standard costs that would be involved with maybe rehabilitation of the entire thing, numbers, as well as repair costs itself. We would recommend you consult with a sewer contractor. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written recommendations, including the maintenance recommendations. Now, we do recommend that all main sewer lines are examined after any significant seismic activity, and that main sewer lines should be examined annually to monitor for changing conditions in the system. This is Mark Harrison of Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much.